Hi, I'm Angie.
I watched it.
You watched it? Yay! I'm Angie. I'm the founder of Team Grit, and this is our meeting. It's me and Stacy meeting tonight, and we have others who just can't jump on tonight, and that's okay. It is our last team meeting of February, and Team Cup is done. Tonight is the end of Team Cup. And I am actually really excited about Team Cup and how this worked out for our team, because we hit some pretty good numbers, like for us, right? So Selena hit SC12. I don't know if that's the highest she's ever hit, but that's pretty awesome. She rolled that out this last week. I have unstable connection, so if I drop out, I'll be connecting, trying to get back on, that kind of stuff. Jean, SC3. If you work hard tonight, Jean, you can get that 5. You still got time. Stacy is 6. I'm at 5. Emily is at 5, and Stacy Schultz is 5. And that's for our team. We're growing and we're connecting and we're helping more people. And I am excited to see this continued growth. I'm really excited about that for our team. So things we need to talk about. Starting tomorrow in March, the annual all access Beachbody on Demand challenge pack has been such a success that they are continuing it. They're just continuing it for $199. If you sell one tonight, it's 3 SC points. If you sell one tomorrow and ever after, it will be 2. So they rolled it out with some extra SC points, but from now on, it'll be 2 SC points. But the really cool thing is if you sell a Shakeology Home Direct, you get 2 SC points now instead of just 1. So I think they're trying to make that focus before, I think they're trying to focus on really making sure that we continue with our health journey and just making sure we're getting that nutrition in. And so they're putting a priority on that Shakeology SC points too. So it's not just challenge packs that we go after. Another thing, Summit New Orleans. Wow. Stacy, you already signed up. I'm excited. I can't wait. I was looking back at pictures a couple of days ago. I was looking for something, so I was going back through old pictures and pictures of Selena and I last year. And I'm like, we're going to have so much fun. We are going to have so much fun this year. And so if you are watching the replay and you are on our team, you need to get there. We still have a few spots open, right? In the house. Mm-hmm. And we are more than welcome we are more than happy to cram in. Now, Tim and Stacy get their own room. We're not cramming anybody in their room. All of the rest of us will cram in and we'll take you. So if you are not already planning on Summit this year, really it's eye-opening, it's exciting. You see so much and learn so much. So I just really think it's a great thing. Okay. So that. And then, okay, so the other thing I wanted to kind of cover, hi Emily, is I don't know if you guys saw the email that came through last week about the new rule. And here's the thing, I can't remember exactly how the old rule went, but the new rule is if you are a coach for Beachbody, you cannot be a coach, you cannot be a representative of another MLM company. And this came about because somebody up high, some coach up high, joined a different MLM, started poaching people. I don't even know the deal. But I think way up in Beachbody land, it caused a brouhaha. It caused a huge deal. So they had to reevaluate their policies and procedures. And they said, if you are a Beachbody coach, you cannot also be a representative of any other MLM. And then what ensued was, I think, 15 to 20,000 coaches dropped in this last, So it's if you are one of the big coaches, it's obviously going to affect your team volume. It's going to be affecting a lot of things. What I wanted to cover, because this is what I'm hearing from some of my upline and some of the coaches who are like 5-star and above, is if we have somebody who is representing another MLM, if they want to enjoy the discount, then we can still sign them up as a coach. And as long as that's all they're going to do, probably Beachbody is not going to be coming after them. The only time it's going to be a problem is if they want to, gosh, I know a woman on my Facebook page, she represents 3 different MLMs. Like, I see her advertising for, you know, this one, and then she's advertising for that one, and then she has a Facebook group for that one. And so she's got her hands in several different things. And Beachbody doesn't want to be that. They want, you know, they want people who are committed, and this is what you're doing. So I just wanted to cover that too, is make sure if you're talking to somebody from another MLM and they want to join, they need to know that the only reason, you know, if they're going to join for the discount, they're probably going to be okay, but they cannot join and run a coaching business along with any other MLM. So those are the basics that we needed to cover. And we are going into March, and which will finish out our first quarter in Beachbody for this year. And so that's pretty awesome. But I'm going to get a little bit real and a little bit raw with you guys here. And first of all, I'm just going to confess, I was listening to a thing from Summer Tucker. I don't know if you know her. She's a Beachbody coach. And I felt like she was talking right directly to me. And so hi again.
Hi.
I watch you guys, and when it looks like your faces freeze completely up, oh, must be I dropped. So Summer Tucker, Sommer Tucker, I was on her YouTube thing, and I can't remember the title of the one, but it was Your Vision or something like that, and it really convicted me. And what she was talking about, why are some successful, why are some not successful, why are some moving forward, why are some not moving forward? And the way she did her video was like this. She was right here, and she's like this, and she's like this, and she's talking, and she's here, and she's this, and she's like great looking, and I thought for sure she was talking to me. It wasn't to me, but the things she was saying, it was to me. And so the truth is, probably for 6 months of last year, I was coaching, but I wasn't committed coaching. I wasn't doing all of my vitals every single day consistently. I was doing just enough to hit my SC points and then letting other things slide, probably due to my fear. It's all of those things, you know, that I struggle with. It's fear and can I be a leader, and do people really want to listen to me, and those kinds of things. But after listening to that, and another thing that I'll be talking about, I am committed this year to getting over that and just really focusing on being a better leader for you guys and really running this team and having a vision for Team Grit. And so that's what I want to talk about tonight, is my vision for Team Grit. And the other thing that helped me recommit to my vision and recommit to the coaching is I'm in a 6-figure earner master group. And it's something that Leslie, my upline, my coach, put together. She's your 15-star diamond coach. And you too can join it. When you hit Emerald status, I think you have to have 6 coaches and be an Emerald to join. So it's going to go all year long. And it's not one of those groups where you are in there every single day, but you do have to check in once a week. And you check in with this power hour. And I shared this power hour sheet in our Team Cup page. And so if you already have it, you've already got this one. This one is the bigger one. And then I have this other one on the other side that's for like newer coaches. So this here, when I first started doing it, it was a wake-up call to me. And that's when I realized that maybe over the last few months, I had just let things slide. And I wasn't doing what I needed to do. And so I am going to tell you guys that if you are wanting to really be successful, if you're really wanting to see your business move forward, and you have this you guys have this from the Team Cup page. I don't remember if I put it in our team, but I'll check and make sure it's in the files. If you're check marking these things off every day, you will get there. You'll start seeing that momentum, and I'm starting to see it too. But anyway, so that's coming. My vision for Team Grit. I am not going to let last fall slow me down, and I'm not going to let my failures slow me down. I am going to pick up myself up, dust myself off, and say we're going to move forward as a team. And I want to help you guys, because that's the other thing is sometimes I forget that Team Grit is about the team. It's about helping you guys. It's not about me moving me forward. It's about me helping you guys hit your goals. And so that's what I'm committed to this year is I am committed to getting my vitals done. I'm committed to, I always run challenge groups. That hasn't been a problem, but I'm committed to developing better content, trying to hit people's pain points more and reach those pain points more. And so that's what I want to do, because I know there are people on our team, and there are people who I know that I have reached out to join our team that need to pay down debt. They have college debt they need to pay down. They need to be able to stay home with their kids. They need to be able to fund, maybe they are single moms and just need to be able to do that. I have certain people in my mind that I just know that this business would be awesome for. And people who are already on our team that I know that succeeding and helping you move forward is going to benefit your families in great ways. And that's what I want to do. So my vision for Team Grit is to commit strong, hard, and grow our team to a 2-star diamond and to a 5-star diamond. And by the end of this year, I'm going to be working towards that goal. And I would like to see you guys jump on the bandwagon. I would love to see you make those goals for yourself, those big, scary goals, hitting emerald, hitting diamond, and just going for it. And Stacy, you're almost there. Like, you are getting really close to being able to hit diamond. You're growing your team. You're getting your numbers. So that's pretty awesome. And Emily, you've got a few coaches, right? Whoops. So anyway, that's the thing about being an entrepreneur or owning your own business too, is the ups and the downs. I don't know how much you guys have felt that. There are certain times when I feel uber confident as a Beachbody coach, like, yeah, I got this. And then there's other days where I'm like, man, I don't have this at all. I suck. But I want to get the book, The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster or something, because I hear that that's pretty common. As long as we're learning and growing and becoming better than what we were and applying all the things, all the personal development that we're learning, we are only going to get better. So I'm fixing my eyes on the prize. And for me, the prize is obedience to Christ, because this is what I said I was going to do. I prayed about this, that this could be a ministry and that God would be glorified. And so my goal is to seek those types of things. It's to seek obedience and to seek making sure that it's not about the stars, but it's about fulfilling what I've said, fulfilling my promises, fulfilling the things that I said I would do. So those are the things that I am looking forward to in this next year, and how I'm going to accomplish that. First of all, I'm just going to go into this real quick. You guys know, like we heard, you guys know Macy's is closing, right? Macy's is closing stores all over the place. I saw a report that all Children's Place stores are closing. The Limited, all of their stores are closing, and Kmart is closing. I don't even know, and Sears are closing most of their stores. Our biggest companies lately, our biggest taxi company is Uber, and they don't own a single car. Our biggest hotel chain is Airbnb, which is who we got our house through, right? Yeah. And they don't own a single hotel. And the biggest retailer now is Amazon. They have surpassed Walmart, and they don't actually own a physical department store. So our communities, our lives are changing into e-commerce. And so Beachbody is setting themselves up with this all access on demand. Well, they've already set themselves up with the DVD packages, but they're also setting themselves up with this all access. And so I really think that we're going to see traditional jobs changing, and that we are going to be helping more people. And so this is a great time for us to be just running with this and going with this. how I intend to make 2017 different with my challenge groups, and then I'm going to help you guys if you want to pick up that same format. I am going to have 2 groups running on Facebook, and I already have this, but I'm modifying it in a certain way. I have my Positively Fit for Life. I'm going to come up with a different name for it. Is my free group, and I have been doing this where anybody can join this group. Anybody, even if they have their own coach or anything like that, I'm just going to provide content. And when I run free 5-day challenges, all of my challenges are going to be about 5 days. I'm not going to do 14 days or anything like that. They're just going to be 5 days. But they will go into that group. And so as I add more people, as I advertise for another free challenge group, those people will be dumping into that group. So that group, that community will continue to grow. And my plan is to be in there more, interacting more, giving them more content, more value, so that they see part of what they can get with a Beachbody coach. Then my other group is going to be my lifetime challenge group. But what I've done before is I've always done like a February challenge group, closed it out. Then a March challenge group, closed it out. Then an April one, closed it out. But I have always felt a little bit guilty about my people who are on Shakeology Home Direct. Some of my coaches don't want to join to do the coaching. They just want the discount. And so what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to invite them to this group, and it's going to continue all year long. And then as I add new people, they will filter in. And as I see people drop off their Shakeology, then I will delete them out of the group. Does that make sense? How that's going to go? So I am going to make more of a commitment on that. The people who I delete out of the group, I will add into my lifetime group. So they'll always have a place to be, but they're not always going to get the more intense me, the more focused energy, the more content that I'm going to be delivering into my group that's going to have the Shakeology HD. So there's going to be a definite difference between my lifetime free and then my lifetime content, if that makes sense. So another thing I've been learning, I just finished a month-long what was it called? Branding or something like that. I paid for this. I paid to take this thing on how to market myself to people better and how to format my challenge groups better. And I'm going to pass that on to you guys, but you have to earn it. So what I learned that from this one is be careful about calling everything a group, because groups are everywhere, and so people don't always understand that concept. So what I'm going to do is my lifetime group will be a group, but my paid one I'm going to call Angie's Fit Boot Camp, or I need to come up with a fun name, but it's going to be a boot camp. And that's the one where that's, as I advertise, as I promote it, I won't be calling it a group, I'll be calling it a boot camp. So they have that distinction in wording between when I run a free clean eating challenge and then my boot camp. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm going to be doing with that. And how I'm going to be working this is I will run 4 to 5 different free challenges that I'll just rotate throughout the year, and I'm going to really work on content and maximizing my content. So I'm not going to do like a planks and thanks, or I'm not necessarily going to do ones that are specific to the season, but I'm going to pick things that I like my sugar detox one. I'm still going to continue with that, but I'm going to rename it something like that. I'm working on creating one called Kick the Can, a 5 days to help kick your pop habit, because it speaks to my pain point. It speaks to something that I've struggled with. And then I have, what other one did I have? The Mommy Tummy. So I'm going to be, as I'm advertising these, I'm going to be speaking to the pain points of the people that I want to talk to. So instead of just saying it's a free clean eating group, I'm going to be saying, are you struggling with sugar in your life? Are you a sugar addict and you need to kick that sugar? Let's do this. So I'm going to be speaking more towards how they're feeling and what they need to fix and what they want to fix. So the boot camps that I'm going to create, my paid ones, I'm also going to have 4 different ones, different contents that I'll be creating, and then I'll rotate 1, 2, 3, 4 probably, and then just go back to 1, 2, 3, 4, so that my people who are in all year long won't get the same 30 days every month. You know what I mean? So they won't get bored. You will have access to that. You already have access to Muscles and Mindset. That's one that I have put in the files. And you also already have access, I think, to Made to Crave. Let me check that in team files. And then I'm creating one right now that's called Waste Away Boot Camp. That's my March one. And it's going to be talking about toxic waste, getting rid of toxic waste. It's going to focus on mindset. It's going to focus on some sleep habit things that I've been learning, things like that. And then I have one more that I haven't created yet, but I'll create. And when I create these, I'll make them available for you guys if you want to use them. So the key on that is, as I create this group that I just went through, I paid $100 to go through this, and it was really, really valuable content. And it talks about who are you as a coach, who is your ideal challenger. And I know we've talked about this before, but in the group that I paid for, obviously, since I paid for it, I actually spent time really digging into this. And so I want to give that to you guys, but I don't want to just hand it out to you right here. So I want to make an incentive. If you hit SC5 in March, then I will put you in a small group, and we will go through that same content that I've just finished. And we will help you dig into who you are as a coach, who your ideal challenger is, and the pain points that they have and how you can speak to it. And we'll do this in a Facebook group, and we'll just really target that. So that's my plan for now. And I hope you got something out of this. I know it's not the same as what I normally do, where I try to give you something like specific point by point by point. But I just wanted you guys to know where I was coming from. And I wanted you to know that I am going to be stepping up my game, trying to be more available to you as a coach, and trying to provide you with some more content that you can use, and then also help you guys to figure out how to make yourself into different for me, how to make yourself separate from me and speak to your challenges, who will be drawn to you before they would be drawn to me. So those are the things that are going to be coming down the pipeline soon. So if you make SC5 in March, you will be into that group. And see, I'm going to write that down. Ideal challenger. And I shouldn't call it a challenger group. Ideal Challenger Initiative. So we're going to do that for April. If you hit SC5 in March, then in April we'll dig into that. Any questions, Stacy? Anything that we need to go over? Nope. Okay. So have a fabulous night. It is, oh, look at that, 8:26. So we made it pretty much right on the dot. No, I got nothing else for you right now. So I was like, what else can I throw anything else in there? Oh, I did have something I was going to mention. When I was talking about e-commerce and all of that, one of the things with Beachbody that I hadn't thought about when I started is that when we start here and we offer people the opportunity to join us in our team, we offer them the opportunity. So the 7 gifts of business. The gift of business, even whether it's a material one or it's something online like what ours is we're offering them dignity, the ability to create jobs that give people a sense of dignity and purpose. And I think sometimes we overlook that when we're inviting them to the coaching opportunity. We don't think about necessarily that we are giving them the opportunity to really have a sense of purpose and to find their ministry and to find their niche in helping other people. So we give them that. There's acknowledgement that business ideally creates an atmosphere where gifts and talents of people within them are recognized and rewarded. And that's what we try to do in our Beachbody business too, is we try to make sure we're acknowledging when people are doing awesome. I like hitting SD5. You guys did awesome this month with that. Prosperity. Business helps create abundance for entire communities. So as we are offering this opportunity to other people, we're offering the opportunity to create abundance in their lives. Maybe they need that extra $100 a week for a car payment or for groceries or for electrical. There are a lot of people who could totally use $100 a week, $200 a week. And we're offering them that ability to do that while working from home and around their own schedule. Integrity. For me, we'll only survive as Beachbody coaches is when we operate with integrity, when we treat each other with integrity inside our business, but also to our customers too. We provide a service, and as far as I'm concerned, okay, I like leggings, I like eyelashes, I like the nails, but they're not me. They don't fit my passion. This fits my passion because this can make a long-term health benefit. Teaching somebody how to eat better, how to exercise, makes a long-term health benefit. And so that's why the service that we provide is amazing to me. We also provide a community with business. We create a community where we can interact, and that's another thing I would like to do that more on our team is be more community-minded, friendships, finding ways we can hang out together or things like that. And then challenge. I don't know about you, but I have certainly been challenged as a Beachbody coach to learn and to grow and to be better, and it's only been for my good. And then the last thing, so do you guys remember the parable of the talents? Where the master gives 1 talent to a guy, and then 3 talents and 5 talents, and he goes away. And when he comes back, the guy with 5 talents got 5 more. The guy with 3 got 3 more, and the guy with 1 buried his because he was afraid. I have hated that parable like most of my life. Every time it comes up in church, because I have always felt like the 1 talent person. I have always felt like I wasn't using what God gave me. And the weird thing about this business is I really feel like maybe I'm up to the 3 talent person. I don't hate that parable as much because I prayed and prayed and prayed, God, use me, use my talents that I really couldn't see. And I think he is, and I think he's helping to form my talents more and to show those more and to grow more. And so the parable of the 3 talents, the treasure is not the money or the talent they were given as much as it was their ability to multiply it. And so that's what I want to see in you guys is I want to see you guys develop your confidence. And I don't know if you have felt like that 1 talent person. Maybe you don't have that same struggle I do, but that's my goal with you guys is to help you feel like you're the 3 and the 5 talent person, that you are being faithful with what you've been given and doing instead of hiding your talents that God has given you and the unique talents that he's given you, that you're not hiding them, but that you're sharing those with other people and encouraging other people to use their talents. And so the funny thing about that was we were in small group Sunday night, and a woman mentioned that she felt lost. She says, because, Angie here, she's got her fitness thing. She's got her talent and her ministry. And when she said it, it was like this light bulb went off in my head. And I was like, oh, my gosh, somebody else sees it. And so that was just kind of a cool full circle moment for me. So that's, with that said, use your talents, guys. Develop your talent. Don't bury it. Take what God has given you and share it and take it out there and be obedient with it. And God will bless us. Will it be financially? Maybe, maybe not. Will it be through friendships and through growing and through wisdom and connecting with him? For sure. absolutely, for sure. And that's, to me, the most important part. So, okay, I am going to stop our recording.